Kayaking. An easy and relaxing pastime accessible to people of any age and skill level. Its roots go far back in human history and have developed from what was once a primary means of traveling on water to now a renewed cultural love of outdoors and nature. White Squall has been a leader in the kayak industry for over 22 years and has brought people with a passion for the water together with their professional experience in outfitting, training, and guided tours. Sit back, relax, and let us share with you the dream of recreational paddling.
Well, yeah, my name's Tim Dyer, and my wife and I operate White Squall.
We have for 22 years now, and still really enjoying it.
We started very small, had a few boats and some equipment in the basement of our house, and grew from there.
When we bought this property, we didn't even have that in mind, believe it or not. We were both teaching then full-time, and we had been living out in BC, where Tim paddled quite a bit. I paddled a little bit too. But when we moved back here, we realized that Georgian Bay was a really great place to kayak using the sea kayaks that we had been introduced to out west, the bigger boats. And nobody was doing it at that time here yet. They were paddling, but in little boats. So we thought, well, let's give it a try. So we thought the lake would work out perfect for lessons because it warmed up quicker than the bay, and it did. It worked out really well.
Right off the bat, we did start offering day trips and clinics and multi-day trips out on Georgian Bay, and the growth in the kayaking was quite significant. And it's only in this last few years where canoeing has sort of had a resurgence, and we've been finding more interest in canoe touring and using the bay with good seaworthy canoes.
We've got three parts to the business. The first, which we actually started off with, was retail, so selling all the gear that goes with kayaking, canoeing, and just camping in general. And then the trips themselves, everything from like a half-day lesson here on the lake all the way up to a 6 or 7 day trip on Georgian Bay, which includes guides and all the gear and everything. And then we have a pretty big rental fleet. People that don't really want to buy a boat for whatever reason, they don't have a place to put it or they don't use it often enough. And we also take boats to people, we'll shuttle them as well. So those are the three ways that White Squall works.
Hi, my name is Graham Ketcheson. I'm one of the managers here at White Squall. I'm also one of the sea kayak instructors and guides that take out trips on Georgian Bay, and I've been working here for 12 years. White Squall has 2 store locations. Behind me is the paddling center, and this one was the original store location, opened 22 years ago now. Out here is a little different because we're on the waterfront, so you can test paddle boats. We offer rentals from here, a shuttle service, a full paddling, sea kayak specific paddling center store, and instructor classroom facilities, as well as camping for courses. Here at White Squall, we offer sea kayak sales of over 20 different manufacturers, as well as canoes. We, in the store, have a selection, actually a whole wall of different types of paddles, multitude from, you know, basic aluminum paddles all the way up to really high-end lightweight graphite paddles and bent shaft. We also have a good selection of sea kayaking and canoeing PFDs, wetsuits, dry suits, paddling jackets, and all the cold water accessories for your hands, your feet, your head for the spring and the fall season for paddling. We also have a great library of books, instructional books on rolling, on equipment, on weather, navigation, sort of giving our customers a good background in what they need to get started. We also carry lots of sea kayak specific accessories, or deck bags, if you want to outfit your boat with foam padding, change your seat back, different types of skirts, rescue equipment, as well as throw bags, tow lines. We also have, for camping gear, we have some stoves, pot sets, sleeping bags, tents and tarps, and all the little items in between that'll make your stay on Georgian Bay that much more comfortable. More recently, the last 10 years, we opened one in town. It's called our Town Shop, and it's located in downtown Parry Sound. It offers a lot of the clothing, camping gear, some paddling gear, some winter accessories, because that store location's open year-round. It's a little bit different, and it's a smaller shop and caters more to the walk-in tourist crowd. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of interest in the last number of years in more than just sea kayaking. People want to get out and see Georgian Bay, but they also want to learn about the natural history, whether it's weather or geology or navigation. And so we try to build some extra value into the trips by bringing along a resource person. So one of the popular ones in the past has been a geology trip along the coast of the bay. We hire Professor Pearson from Laurentian University to come on our geology trip and explain the rocks that we see around us and under our kayaks as we paddle during the day, and it's quite a fascinating experience. We also bring along on our astronomy summer skies trip Doug Cunningham, who's a great resource person, has his own observatory on the Bruce Peninsula and is extremely knowledgeable about the sky above our heads. And so when we sit around with a hot chocolate at night and look at the skies above, he can kind of bring that into perspective for us, and it's quite a fabulous trip. Another theme trip is the ecology trip with Professor Jared Corton from Laurentian, and that's been very, very popular, almost a sellout every summer. And I also guide a fine fare trip, which is almost gourmet food. It's all our food on trip is good. It's great. This one's a little bit better. We sort of pull out a few more stops and bring along some extra ingredients to make it that much more enjoyable when we're out on the bay.
That's our biggest asset, I guess, is the people that we've been able to find to work with us. Some of them are from far away, different places in the province. A majority are local people from the Parry Sound district.
Yeah, one of the things that I've really enjoyed here at White Squall are the people. We tend to, over the years, to attract people that love the outdoors and that are really interested in guiding people on the bay and teaching people the skills and the knowledge about the natural world. And they're just a lot of fun, hardworking, energetic people.
Because of that, I think we're pretty proud to say our staff are like one big extended family.
Orca, Ontario Recreational Canoe Association, and formerly it was called the CRCA, which is the National Canadian Recreational Canoeing Association, is now called Paddle Canada. We've been an associate member of both those organizations for years now, and they support paddling, a paddling program and an instructional program across Canada. And in '99, the Paddle Canada Sea Kayak program got started, and a bunch of us here, Tim and myself and Greg and some of the senior staff, got on board as instructors, and we've been offering Paddle Canada certification courses for, well, the last 7 or 8 years. And the great thing about that is when people take those courses, they can then go to BC or Newfoundland or the Arctic and present that certificate, and that outfitter, if they know anything about the Paddle Canada National Program, they know what level paddler that is. Are they a beginner or intermediate or an advanced paddler, and might feel better about renting to them or getting them into the appropriate course.
A lot of our senior instructors have sort of come up through the ranks of taking courses and training at White Squall, but then they've also gone afield and have taught in other places and have taken courses in other places. And we've also invited guest instructors from elsewhere, experts in their field, to come and work with our staff and teach them what's going on in the wider paddling community. So again, there's a variety of ways in which the staff become proficient in what they do.